If you use Cubase, I'm going to teach you a trick that allows you to customize the sidechain input of any plugin. Last week, I did a video on what exactly a sidechain is and how you can use that to better dial in a compressor. If you want to see that video, there's a link right up here to check that out. But this week, I'm going to teach you a secret inside of Cubase that allows you to have customizable sidechain inputs, and I'm going to show you why that is so powerful. You don't need to buy new plugins. You have everything you need inside of Cubase. And if you're looking for some new plugins to try out or just to inspire some creativity, in the description, I have a link to download my favorite free mixing and mastering plugins guide. So if that sounds interesting to you, go and grab that. So let's say we want to use just the standard Cubase compressor, right? We have this. Okay, there's no feature on here that allows us to do a custom sidechain, right? And let's say the compressor's reacting too much to the low energy again. We want to remove some of that low frequency so that it doesn't pump so much. What we can do is if you take the track that you're working on, duplicate it. So then let's name this just sidechain, just so it's easy for us to remember. So we're just going to use this to send the audio to this compressor, okay? On the compressor, we can activate sidechaining, and then we're going to choose this other audio that doesn't have any plugins on it, okay, sidechain, okay? So now this audio is being sent to the compressor, and the compressor is listening to the audio we're sending it to decide if and what it should be compressing. It's not going to listen to this track that it's on. It's going to listen to what we're sending it. This gives us a really cool opportunity. Now what we can do is we can use any plugin we want to modify the signal of this audio and then feed it to this compressor. So we can just put a standard EQ on here, and then we can remove all the low energy out of this track. So let's listen to what it sounds like. Right? There's no more bass. Okay, so now we're sending that signal without any bass to the compressor. So what you're going to find out is that it won't react to the kick drum anymore, right? So check this out. Notice the gain reduction is only bobbing on the snare hits now. Let's get rid of this EQ and watch how this gain reduction meter is going to start bowing down to the kick drum. See, now it's reacting to that kick drum. So we want to make sure that this isn't being played back at the same time because we don't want to hear this EQ'd version of this track. So the way to do that in Cubase is just to go to your bus and change it from your whatever you have it routed to no bus. So now it won't play out of your main speakers. So we don't want to hear this when everything's playing back. We just want this to be the signal that the compressor listens to do the compression. Now when we listen to this, since we disconnected it, we shouldn't be able to hear anything, right? Okay, can't hear anything. But the audio is still feeding this compressor through this sidechain routing. So did you know about this hidden feature in Cubase? Let me know in the comments below. And if your DAW also has this functionality, be sure to let others know in the comments as well. Being able to force a sidechain opens up a world of new possibilities. So I encourage you, try this out in your next song that you're working on and see what you come up with. I want to remind you, do not forget about that free mixing and mastering plugins guide in the description. With that, I want to thank you so much for your time and attention today. My name is Bobby Balo. I'm the mixing and mastering engineer at Rayton Productions, and I hope to see you in another video.